Hi, this is one of my favourite parts of the sourdough process. This is where you get to see the results of your beautiful work making your sourdough. So this is the bit of the process now where we're going to bake it. So what I'm going to use here is the Challenger Dutch oven. So I'll just get that out for you now. If you're really serious or you really enjoy making sourdough, I think a Dutch oven's a nice way to control humidity, and this is a really beautiful piece of kit. I've been using this for about a year and a half now. Gets used 2, 3, 4 days a week, depending on if I'm baking for just us or other people as well. So the idea really here is that you get this really hot, you put your bread in here, put the lid on with some, I generally use ice cubes in there, a couple of ice cubes in there, put it in the oven. For the first half of the bake, the lid stays on. So you're allowing the steam then to let the dough rise, the bread rise in there, so it doesn't form a kind of a solid surface on top of the bread. It will just kind of rise, and it will let the bread do the work really, I guess, in rising. Then once you've got to that stage after 20 minutes, halfway through, take the lid off and then turn the oven down slightly, and then another 20 minutes there, and then your bread will be done. And so the whole process is 40 minutes. The important part of the process really is to get the oven and the Dutch oven really hot first of all. So what I do is I switch the oven on to 240 for 45 minutes. And I'll do that now and show you the process. So switch the oven on here to 240 on there. And then I'll put this in the oven. I kind of put it towards the bottom of the oven. I don't think it matters too much really, but for me it works really well just there. Right, I'll set the timer on so that I can carry on working in the background. So let's go 45 minutes on here, and then we'll come back once the timer buzzes, and I'll show you the next part of the process of putting the bread into the Dutch oven. Oh, that'll do. 46 minutes, that's fine. Right, thank you for that, and we'll be back in a wee while. Okay, great. Just about ready now to go through the next bit of the process. So we've gone through pretty much now 45 minutes in the oven with the Dutch oven, the Challenger heated up. So you've got to get quite organised here. So the important thing really is to have your really good oven gloves, because this thing's really hot. Some semolina flour, your alarm, and a couple of ice cubes. So when you got this together there, and also of course the most important thing is you'll add there is your bread or your dough from the oven. So I'll just bring that out. So here you go. So this has been in the oven, sorry, in the fridge from last night. So it looks really good. It's risen a little bit in the fridge every night, but it's ready to go. So put that over here ready. So again, keep everything at hand, keep this really slick. I'll get the ice cubes ready to go, 2 of those is great. And I'll get the Dutch oven, or the Challenger, out of the oven. Right, there we go. So this is going to be steaming hot, so I'm going to be really quick in this process, but I'll try and be clear as well. So lid off. Some semolina flour on. Turn out your bread, and we'll slash it quite like this today, and like that. It's pretty good clear slashes on there. Put the ice cubes in, like so. And then very quickly then put the lid on. That's great. So I even managed to achieve that while dropping the gloves on the floor. So normally it would be a lot slicker than that, but that's great. So that's going to now be in the oven for, just clear the timer on here. This time is really important. So it's going to be in the oven now for 20 minutes with the lid on. So we'll come back once the time's up, take the lid off, and we'll carry on the process. That's great. So that's the time up. That's the 20 minutes up now with the Challenger Dutch oven. Let's switch it off now and there. So that's great. So we're ready to go now, really on the next part of the process. So I'll take it out of the oven. It's been 20 minutes at 240. I'm going to turn the oven down to 210, 220 now for the second part of the bake with the lid off. So here we go. Well, that's looking great. So you can see great oven spring. It's made a really nice sized loaf. It's lifted up well. Beautiful crumb on there. Now we're going to go through, put it back in the oven again for 20 more minutes to kind of look it through completely. Give it a nice crispy crust on there, but that's looking really fantastic. So really happy with that. So back in the oven. Great, back in the oven now for 20 minutes. And the oven down to 210 on there. Fantastic. Well, there we go. So we're just about finished now. That's been another 20 minutes in the oven. So you should have a beautifully crispy loaf coming out of the oven now. I just switched it off. That's 20 minutes up, and let's see what we've got. Wow, that looks beautiful. So there you go, that's a completed sourdough loaf using the Challenger bread oven. I think you get great results from it. I've been using it for about 1.5 years now, and every loaf I've brought out of there has been fantastic. So really pleased with that. I'll put that on the wire rack now to finish off, and give you a bit of a closer look if you want on here. It's pretty hot, but so you can see beautiful seeds on there, lovely crumb on there. Really pleased how that's worked out in there. Absolutely delicious. So look forward to eating it later. So yeah, highly recommended. Enjoy. Well, I hope you enjoyed that from my discovery days using the Challenger bread pan. Great device to have in your kitchen, great for making sourdough bread. It makes the process much more repeatable and gives you great oven spring on your loaf. So if you enjoyed that, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll look to do other videos in the future. So thanks very much for watching.